Welcome to Farming Aid,
where we're diving into the fascinating world of cattle like you've never seen them before. Across the globe, farmers and herders have raised breeds that don't just feed communities but also inspire awe with their size, strength, and presence. These are the domesticated giants, towering, powerful, and often carrying centuries of history in their bloodlines. From ancient Italian cattle that once marched alongside Roman legions to African breeds with horns so massive they seem almost unreal, each one has a story that goes beyond farming. In this video, we'll explore the world's most impressive cattle breeds, uncovering what makes them special, how they came to be, and why they still matter today. When you first encounter the Chianina cattle of Italy, it feels like stepping back into ancient history. This breed is one of the oldest in the world, with origins that trace back thousands of years to the Roman Empire. Known for their towering height, Chianina bulls can stand well over 6 feet at the shoulder, making them some of the tallest cattle on earth. Their gleaming white coats, long legs, and noble posture make them look almost like marble statues come to life. Historically, these animals were prized as draft animals, pulling plows and carts through Italy's rugged countryside. Their strength and endurance were unmatched, and over time, breeders also began to appreciate their beef quality. Today, Chianina cattle are highly sought after for producing lean, flavorful meat that forms the basis of iconic dishes like the Florentine steak. Their size is not just a showpiece trait but a legacy of generations of breeding for strength, power, and productivity. Moving north from Italy to the British Isles, we encounter another giant in the world of cattle, the British Shorthorn. Though not as tall as the Chianina, this breed stands out for its bulk and adaptability. Developed in the 18th century, the Shorthorn became one of the foundational breeds for modern cattle genetics around the world. With mature bulls weighing well over a ton, they combine impressive mass with excellent maternal qualities. Farmers quickly recognized their ability to thrive in different climates and produce both quality beef and abundant milk. Unlike some cattle that lean heavily toward either dairy or beef, the Shorthorn became a dual-purpose legend. Its genetics contributed to many modern breeds, and it still commands respect as one of the giants that changed livestock farming forever. Their presence demonstrates how cattle can be bred not just for size, but for a balance of traits that meet a wide range of human needs. Perhaps no discussion of impressive cattle could be complete without the Holstein-Friesian, the black and white giants that dominate dairy farms across the globe. While their striking appearance makes them instantly recognizable, it is their sheer scale of production that puts them among the world's most important domesticated giants. Mature Holsteins are large animals, with cows averaging 1,500 pounds and bulls easily surpassing 2,000. Their imposing size is matched only by their productivity, as they are capable of producing more milk than any other breed in existence. Originating in the Netherlands, Holsteins have been refined over centuries to maximize output. Today, they represent the backbone of the global dairy industry, with their genetics exported and adapted worldwide. What makes them impressive is not just their physical presence, but the way they symbolize human achievement in animal breeding, where size and productivity align to serve billions of people. From Europe, our journey takes us to South Asia, where the Gur cattle of India stand as a remarkable example of giant zebu breeds. Unlike the sleek European giants, Gur cattle have distinctive features: long, drooping ears, a pronounced hump, and curved horns that give them a regal appearance. These cattle can weigh more than a ton, and they are deeply rooted in the cultural and agricultural history of India. Gur cattle are famous not just for their size but for their resilience in hot climates. Their ability to withstand harsh temperatures, resist diseases, and continue producing milk even under difficult conditions has made them invaluable. The Gur has also played a pivotal role in shaping the genetics of other dairy breeds around the world, particularly in tropical regions. Their size, combined with adaptability, represents the fusion of natural selection and human guidance in creating a cattle breed that thrives where others struggle. Across the Atlantic in the United States, one of the most iconic cattle giants is the Texas Longhorn. While not always the heaviest breed, their impressive horn span, which can extend over 8 feet from tip to tip, makes them visually imposing. Descended from Spanish cattle brought to the Americas in the 16th century, Longhorns developed into a hardy, self-sufficient breed that could withstand the rugged conditions of the American frontier. They are not giants in sheer body mass compared to Chianina or Holstein, but their presence is undeniable. The horns alone make them legendary, and their ability to survive with minimal human intervention made them central to the cattle drives that shaped the history of the American West. Texas Longhorns remind us that size and impressiveness are not always measured in weight but in the dramatic features and survival skills that define a breed. Traveling to South America, we meet the Brahman cattle, a giant breed with roots in Indian zebu but refined and celebrated in Brazil and the southern United States. With their muscular builds, large humps, and loose skin that helps them regulate heat, Brahmans are true giants adapted to tropical conditions. Mature bulls can weigh up to 2,200 pounds, and their endurance is legendary. Farmers value them for their resistance to parasites, their tolerance for extreme heat, and their ability to thrive on sparse forage. In addition, Brahman cattle became foundational in the development of new hybrid breeds such as the Brangus and Santa Gertrudis, combining their resilience with other desirable traits. The Brahman's legacy as a domesticated giant is built not only on physical size but also on the immense influence it has had on cattle genetics worldwide. In Northern Europe, another impressive breed commands attention, the Belgian Blue. Known for its extraordinary muscle mass, this breed is the result of generations of selective breeding for what scientists call double muscling. Belgian Blue cattle look almost sculpted, with muscles rippling across their frames in ways that seem almost unreal. Mature bulls can reach weights of 2,600 pounds, and their meat yield is among the highest of any breed. Their sheer bulk makes them one of the most visually impressive giants in the cattle world. Yet their story also reflects the complexity of breeding, since the same traits that give them immense muscle also make calving more difficult, requiring careful management. Belgian Blue cattle embody both the awe and the responsibility that come with human intervention in livestock genetics. Another unforgettable giant is the Highland cattle of Scotland. At first glance, their long shaggy coats and wide, sweeping horns give them an almost mythical appearance. While they are not the tallest or heaviest of breeds, their presence in the rugged Scottish Highlands makes them iconic. Highland cattle can weigh over 1,800 pounds, and their thick coats allow them to endure cold, wet conditions that would challenge most cattle. Their ability to thrive on sparse forage in remote landscapes reflects centuries of adaptation to harsh conditions. Highland cattle remind us that impressiveness is not always about towering height but about how well a breed is suited to its environment while still maintaining a striking appearance. Finally, the Ankole Watusi cattle of East Africa may be the most visually stunning giants of them all. Famous for their enormous, lyre-shaped horns, which can span over 8 feet and weigh more than 100 pounds each. These cattle are living works of art. They have been bred for centuries by pastoralist communities in Uganda, Rwanda, and neighboring regions, where their cultural significance is as great as their physical presence. The Ankole Watusi are often referred to as the cattle of kings because of their majestic look and role in traditional ceremonies. While their body mass is impressive, it is the horns that define them as giants in the cattle world. Beyond aesthetics, the horns help with thermoregulation, allowing blood to circulate and cool in hot climates. Ankole Watusi cattle are a perfect example of how human culture and natural adaptation intertwine to create breeds that inspire awe. What unites all these giants is the way they reflect the relationship between humans and animals. The Chianina with its ancient Roman roots, the Holstein with its unmatched dairy productivity, the Brahman with its tropical toughness, and the Ankole Watusi with its cultural majesty, all are reminders that cattle are more than just livestock. They are living symbols of strength, endurance, and human ingenuity. Each breed tells a story not only about size but also about how humans have shaped, and been shaped by, these domesticated giants. As we've seen, the world of cattle is full of giants that are more than just large animals. They are living testaments to human history, culture, and ingenuity. From the towering Chianina of Italy to the majestic Ankole Watusi of Africa, each breed carries a story of adaptation, survival, and purpose. These impressive cattle remind us that livestock are not just about farming or food, they are part of our shared heritage, shaping economies, traditions, and even identities. Whether bred for their strength, their milk, their beef, or their striking appearance, these domesticated giants stand as symbols of the deep connection between people and animals. If you enjoyed learning about these incredible breeds, make sure to hit the like button, drop a comment with your thoughts or favorite cattle breed, and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss future videos. Your support helps us keep exploring the amazing stories of farming and livestock around the world.